I did it, yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the little go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked.
Let me explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it, yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Washington football team. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Run on first down, gets him 6 yards to the 31.
Gibson, the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Prescott. That one is slant to McLaurin. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
First down, Washington.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
3rd and 6.
A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. Prescott from the gun. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
That certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Oh, able to avoid him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Garoppolo looks to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Here we go. 12. Mike 56, Mike 56. Go. 56 to Mike, boys, 56. Check 56.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's a good pickup there, 26 yards.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So with a missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
9-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is
a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On second down, it's Gibson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking.
To throw is Prescott. And the Niners get there and bring him down. DJ Jones busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 6-0 our score after 1.
Washington, nothing.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
56.
Prescott to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
17-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a toss right to Barkley. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2nd and 11.
65.
Garoppolo now. That one complete to Hill. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Going for it all. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Intended for Brandon.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Garoppolo. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Garoppolo again. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
1st and 10.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception. And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 12-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
A gain of 2 on the play.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 22.
And the Washington 1st down.
Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Antonio Gibson.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
40-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
First down, Washington.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
56 to Mike, boy. 56.
Prescott now. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Prescott. He's going to take another shot here. 4th down now as San Fran's defense is strong in coverage.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. That was a 3rd and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
Now, after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. I'm here all day.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. To Barkley on the check down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
The 48-yard line.
On play action, now Garoppolo. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we come upon halftime. 6-3 is our score. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Barkley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
Here's a give to Barkley. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
On the handoff.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
56 is the mark. Here we go. Check three. Mark.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
56.
To throw is Garoppolo. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
White. Much 56. Much 56. Hey.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. First down, Barkley. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Second and 8 coming from the 19. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Tackle me. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. That would give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
13, Washington 3.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Steven Sims now on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Steven Sims on the return. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 56. Mike, 56. 11. 56.
Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
By Matthew
Ioannidis breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 31-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
And the Washington first down.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd down.
And he finds McLaurin. 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They'll get 34 yards there.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 5-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
3.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. J.D. McKissick, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington able to make this a close game again. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
37-yard.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. 4th quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
On the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line, 22-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal.
Robbie Gould on for the field goal. A 20-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go.
Makes the score.
And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
32-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss. And they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Alexander.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. A first down throw for Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And the Washington first down.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete to
Terry McLaurin. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And now Washington a PAT away from taking the lead.
I don't think there's any great secret or mystery here. We're in the 4th quarter. You've got to take that shot, especially since you're down on the scoreboard. But I have to understand what was going on defensively. They've got to know that as well, don't they?
Absolutely, but they look lost defensively, and they took that shot, got in the end zone, now in position here to take the lead. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Tavon Austin on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
To Kendrick Bourne.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Your chain, name, how about your respect? Here we go.
21. A give to Barkley out of the gun. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
56 is mine. 56 is mine. Mike, 56. 11. Got to do better. Come on, QB, come on. Mike, 56. Mike, 56.
Garoppolo to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll try the left side. It's Gibson, and there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Alexander. No gain on the play, and it's 3rd down.
So it's Washington getting the victory here, and it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though, a few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the 4th quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So for Washington, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks.